Thanks for joining me. I'm Jennifer and welcome. I am so glad to see you. So, this reading is for the week of October 17th to the 23rd, and I will be using one card for the theme. It's the significator card from the Shaman Stream Oracle, and then I'll be doing the main part of the reading with the Universal Rider-Waite. Now I have already shuffled and laid out the cards. Now the energy in this reading is different for me. I actually had to stop. I had started recording this, did the cards, shuffle them, and then I had to stop because I needed to really sit with these cards for a little bit and tune into the energy, because it's got a really subtle energy. It's not like sometimes, the energies I tune into are very outward and just vibrant or apparent or loud or I'm not sure what the right word is, but this one felt very subtle, like an undercurrent. So in that type of energy, and from what I've been tapping into and picking up from the cards, that this is almost like an internal journey or shift. It's not apparent to people out in the world. It is a very personal thing. So the main card for the reading, the significator card, is the straddling worlds, wandering between realms. So tuning into that energy, reading in the Shaman Stream what that actually means, what the authors had intended with that is, it's like you're reinventing yourself. So you have one foot in this new aspect of you, or this new you, and then one in the old. So you're not quite grounded, and you maybe don't know exactly where you're going or who you're going to be, but you're transitioning. This actually, to me, is very much in line with about stepping into this part of you that was, you had, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I talked about it being part of a contract that you had gone into before you were even born into this life. So this is like being born. This is the time of you stepping into the role you were meant to do to fulfill this contract, to be who you were meant to be, like your purpose, right? So it's interesting. And I say that because I picked up the Shaman Stream, and I looked at the bottom of the deck. And what card was there but this one, Sacred Contract, Covenant. So that to me was an affirmation that this is a continuation of this transition. So we are beginning the week in this energy of feeling secure. And I feel like, so it's the Four of Pentacles. And I feel like it's a very calm, clear, grounded, balanced energy. You feel, there's just this feeling of contentment, security, safety. Like it's a really nice feeling, balanced in your life overall. And then with the Page of Swords, it's this feeling of optimism, head in the clouds a little bit, but you're grounded, you're elevated. It's just a very positive energy, and new ideas coming in, and it's like just a really positive energy of changes coming for your future. And then we have the King of Pentacles. And I feel like with this one, it's just a feeling, again, of another positive feeling card of being in control of your destiny, feeling that you just know who you are and where you're going. Now, I do know I just said, you're stepping into this new identity or reinventing yourself. Maybe you don't know the full picture, but you know who you are to the core. You know you're a divine being. You have trust in yourself, the universe, and all that. So there's just this feeling of abundance and, again, the groundedness, feeling very grounded within yourself and what you feel called to do and these changes that you're making. So, and then in the second row, we have the Six of Swords. So I feel like this is movement. So this is changing. So we have the rough water on the one side of the boat, and then we have the calm water. So I feel like this transition is moving from rough waters, choppy waters, to the calmer waters. So if you notice on the boat, there's more swords on the right side near the choppy water and only 2 on the left. So I feel like this is the way you're going because it feels calmer. There's less thought process. You're less in your head about it, and that this is what you're moving into. So it's a higher aspect of yourself that you are bringing into this dimension. Even though, so that's part of the being in between 2 worlds or 2 realms right now as well. So not only are you physically changing your life and stepping into a new role, a new identity, a new version of you, but all that is part of the bringing down into the body that higher vibration into this dimension. So, or another way of saying it is bringing this more denser dimension up. So it's becoming lighter and higher vibrating. So you can look at it either way. Okay, so following that, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a choice here. So the choices, I should say, so choices about who you want to be, where you've been even. So, all the skills and the wisdom you've gained over the years, and, what part of this are you going to bring into this new aspect of who you are in this new role? And what are you going to leave behind? So what is worthy? What's going to fit? What's not? And this can also be just about opportunities that are in your field or that you're aware of, or things that you want to manifest as well, as you are stepping into this new version. So following that, we have the Nine of Wands. So, it's funny, but with this card, and this isn't typically something I feel with this card, but it actually feels to me like what was coming to me is like being wounded and being a wounded healer. And I say that because of the bandage on the head, but it's like you've been through all this, but it's like you're strong and it's almost like you're stepping away from the old versions of you, old things that you used to love to do, but you're leaving them behind because they're not a part of you anymore. They're in the past. You've grown from the experiences, and now you are just stepping away from them, stepping away from normal things too. Normal things. What do I mean by that? Stepping away from things that you had always done, which is normal for you. So, and so it's just, again, another aspect of stepping into this new version of who you are. So I hope that makes sense. But it's like passions. So things that you used to love to do, not anymore. They just don't resonate with you. So, but it's like you want to fall back into it because that's the comfortable part and you know them. But then at the same time, you're highly aware that they just don't jive with you anymore. So you're looking at them as he's looking at them. Yeah, but that's not who I am anymore. It just doesn't feel right. So it's a bit of a discovery process as well to rediscover who you are, who this new version of you is becoming. So the final row in the week, we have the Emperor. So in this particular instance, I feel that this is about not letting outside influences hold you back from changing. Perhaps it is just, and the feeling with this whole reading too was very subtle and quiet. And I think that is also, and I'm saying this with this card so that others don't influence you, but just to keep it all in a download, just keep it to yourself while you're making this transformation, so that you're not influenced, so that you can stay true to who you are. And that being said, the following card is a High Priestess. So this is really tapping into your intuition, trusting that you know yourself better than anybody else does. Having the balance, knowing that this is divinely guided, and it's a timing thing. So this is like the time in your life that this is supposed to happen. And I know I've said that before. So finally, the last card in this row in the reading is the Five of Cups. And I feel like this is just a little bit of a caution about not to mourn the past, because, there's those 3 cups in front of them that are like turned over and spilt. So it's like, regrets or things that you feel you've lost. But the warning is don't look that way. Keep looking ahead. So behind this cloaked figure, we have 2 cups standing there that are that's like the future. So, just keep looking ahead. Don't get caught in the past, because it will get you stuck. So one card did fly out when I was shuffling, and that is the Six of Wands. So this is like celebration, recognition. I feel like this is actually to go with the Five of Cups, in that just meaning that if you keep looking forward and not back, then this is the direction you're going to go. Okay, so it's victory over the circumstance. It's recognition. It's very, very positive. And I think there was one other card. Oh yes, I had also picked up the Rider-Waite deck, and just to see what was on the bottom, and we have the Moon. So this is about the shadow aspects of yourself. It's about achievement. It's about following the path. So, and with that crab in the water, to me, again, that's about the intuition, following your intuition, balancing the domesticated self with the wild self of you. So perhaps it's you've been very following the rules and following all the shoulds or expectations. And so I feel like there's more of what feels like a wild calling of what blows your skirt up, and what gets you happy and full of joy. And and I feel like that's kind of what's leading you, and that's a good thing. So so I think that is it. So it's just this transformation on a very deep, subtle level. And I'm just checking over the cards here, see if there's anything else that comes in. No, I think that's it. I think that's it. So we're good. So anyways, thank you so much again for joining me. I hope you are well. Please take care of yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye for now.